Hey everybody, this is Kelly Nielsen, the Grief Guru, and on this channel we talk about all things grief. So what is it? What does it feel like? What does it look like? But most importantly, we share tips, tools, and resources for how to recover from grief and get back to living a life that you love. And today I am thrilled to have this conversation with Kristen Fraley because she is going to unpack a really powerful concept that if you can wrap your heart and mind around, it's really going to help you find accelerated healing and freedom. So I'm just going to let her dive straight into it.
Okay, what we're going to talk about today is truth-based pain versus lie-based pain. The truth is for everyone that we're dealing with here is that we've all lost someone, and that's truth-based pain. That's the truth, and it hurts, okay? But what really hurts and keeps us stuck, keeps us grieving rather than finishing our mourning and going on, okay? The thing that keeps us stuck is lie-based pain, which comes from what we believe surrounding a death. So, for instance, that saying, only the good die young, or God only takes those who are good. Have you ever heard that saying? And people will say that, and people will say that to a child who's lost a parent. They'll say, oh, God took your mommy, from you because she was such a good person and he wanted her with him in heaven, okay? Well, that's a terrible thing to tell a child because, first of all, the child wants to know who the heck God is if he does something like that, okay? And second of all, if God takes the good people, then a child decides, I don't want to be good. I don't want God to take me. So, I'm not going to be good. I'll make sure that I'm not good so he doesn't take me. And, or the child, and most children actually believe that their their parents' death had something to do with them. And so that's one of the lie-based things that they decide. But because children can't share that with anyone, they keep that and they believe that thing all their lives. It'll be later on in life that I'll work with someone and find out that they believed that it was their fault, that their brother or sister died or their parent died or whatever. And so that's lie-based pain. All the lies that surround our lives, that we believe that it was our fault, that we didn't do enough, that I wasn't a good brother or sister, I didn't give someone enough, I didn't nurse them well, I should have gotten them to the doctor sooner, all those kinds of things. And many of them we are literally not conscious of making those decisions and those vows surrounding them. One thing that happens when people die is we decide that it hurts so much that we never want to love someone that much again. And we don't even recognize that we make decisions like that. And then we wonder why none of our relationships work after that. It's those kind of things. So there's a method to finding out what those are, and it's really a miraculous method, in fact. And we go back to the issue, to the point of trauma, and determine what decisions and vows that we've made surrounding the traumatic event. And then we break those, and then people are finally able to go on and be free. And it's amazing work. And so if there's a place in your life where you're stuck, you should get some help, and so that you can determine what those kind of things are, and we can go after them and look at truth-based pain versus lie-based pain. It's usually the lies that hurt us the most. We can recover from truth-based pain. We can recover from the loss, which itself is hard enough. But what really causes us miserable pain is the lie-based pain.
And what even about the lies that like culture and society say that like you never recover from grief, or the lie that I hear this a lot with parents that like if they recover or if they're happy, it means somehow that they didn't love their kid. And I think a lot of those go to early childhood. If someone died in your family, whatever example you saw the people around you do, you adopted that as normal or truth, you know?
Right.
So if you had a relative that never really recovered from losing someone, you're going to think that's what it should look like, you know?
Right. And that isn't what it should look like, because if there is a God and if he is good, then we would be able to recover and go on and love and live and have a brilliant life. And most of us know that our loved ones would want that for us. They would not want us grieving them forever and ever and ever. And that doesn't mean that we didn't love them, that they didn't mean what they meant to us. It doesn't change anything about how we felt about them. But the lie is that if we let go of the loss, I remember feeling that way when my sister died, that if I stopped grieving her, that then her life didn't mean that much. And of course that was a lie. And when I stopped grieving, her life still meant that much. It didn't change it at all. But I stopped the heavy grieving and was able to go on. And so, they're very interesting and big growing places for all of us when we look at those kind of lies.
Yeah, well, and I think even the concept of, so if you're new to this information, just being open to the fact that there's two different types of pain, and one you can recover from and one is going to keep you stuck. And so even opening up your thinking to say, shoot, am I unknowingly, believing some lies, and exploring, within yourself or through prayer or with someone like Kristen to just uncover those things, because the trick about being deceived is it's deceiving. You don't know that there are lies in there that could be keeping you stuck. So, and what we really focus on this channel and in our Grief Relief Nation is the tools for the truth-based pain, because you have experienced loss and it is painful and it does take intentional effort and skills and tools to recover from that.
It does.
Even if you're not believing lies, but the lies piece of it is the one that will make it nearly impossible to recover. And so that's what we need to expose and deal with.
Right. So you may want to ask somebody that you know if they've heard it in your speech, because you will reflect what you believe. And so you'll say those kind of things. And anything simple from like, I'm not mechanical. I couldn't do something like that. Well, it isn't that I'm not mechanical or I couldn't do something. It's that I've never taken the time to learn it, you see. So I speak a lie to get around the real reason and looking at what the issue is at the bottom. So there's all kinds of things that stand in our way in our lives about that, and it will reflect in your speech. I could never do that, or I'll never be free. I'll never be able to go on. I'll never recover. Those kind of things. It comes out in your speech. You say that, and so ask somebody who knows you, and they'll let you know what you're saying, because we live what we believe.
Yeah, so this is some meaty stuff. I hope that you take some time and just reflect for yourself. But for other tips, tools to help with the truth-based pain specifically, subscribe to this channel and click the link below for our grief survival guide. It has our top 10 tools for navigating grief. But hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.